Hey YouTube family, and welcome to Perfectly Parker. So this week was pretty fun. This past weekend, I took Parker to a coworker's little girl's birthday party, and she had a blast. I'm super excited about that. To see pictures, go on our Facebook page, and she tagged me on lots of pictures on there, and so she had a really great time. And so I thought I'd talk about that this week because birthday parties, they give me anxiety. They do. I know that sounds crazy, but they do. Anytime somebody that we don't know too well invites me to a birthday party or invites Parker to a birthday party, it makes me anxious because I start thinking about a lot of things. I start thinking about, where the kids going to be like, how will Parker be that day? Because it's more than just going to a birthday party. Depending on what time of day it is, if she's sleepy, if she's crazy hungry, and sometimes she's not the most patient, and we're working on that. So she want cake right away. It just, tons of stuff goes through my head, and I get super anxious. Not to say that I go around dodging birthday parties. So if you invited me to a birthday party and we haven't gone, it's not because I'm dodging it. I work every single Friday, Saturday, and I work night shifts. So a lot of times we just don't get to go. So I was super excited that this birthday was on a Sunday. But I'm going to be honest with you. When she told me, my coworker told me about a month ago that she was doing a little birthday party for her girl, and it's gonna be lots of little girls there that her little girl dances with, and I should definitely bring Parker, I instantly clammed up. I got really nervous, and I get nervous when it comes to other children and Parker because, let's be honest, kids sometimes can be very mean, and even adults. I just don't know what people will, take from Parker, because she's a great child, and a lot of people aren't familiar with autism. And true enough, I'm okay with talking about it, but it just depends on the person. Some people, they really are interested in it and they want to invite Parker and they want to be involved, but then you have those who basically just want to invite and just be judgmental. But I definitely didn't think this is why she was inviting us. She's a really great person, and her daughter is so sweet. But I got nervous. And sometimes when I get nervous, I try to get out of things, which I hate that about myself. I really do. I don't like to run from things, but when it comes to Parker, I instantly just want to take her and wrap her in a bubble and just not let her out. But you can't do that. I would be doing her injustice to do that to her. And I refuse to do that to her because she's going to come across lots of things that you can't avoid, and honestly, I shouldn't be avoiding them, and especially a birthday party. That's why I from one of the videos I watched, I can't remember, I think I shared it, but she said in there, it's not our jobs to protect our children from the world, it's our jobs to prepare them for the world. And I totally agree with that, because right now is the time for me to teach her and to prepare her, and the world will sometimes be mean. That's unfortunate, but it's the truth. So, of course, I'm saying this now, but I have to be honest, it wasn't like this at first. So my coworker told me, and I honestly forgot about it because she told me a while ago. And so she sent me a text and she reminded me. She said, hey, don't forget, birthday party, are you coming this week? And I really think about it, but it was a princess theme party. It was the cutest theme. And my first thought was, well, I don't have a dress, a little princess dress for Parker. I don't have a dress to wear. And so my husband was listening to me, and he said, well, we pass by Party City every day. Just stop and get her dressed. And then I was like, yeah, but I mean, it's like so short notice. Keep in mind, the party was Sunday. This was probably what, I don't know, Tuesday. So, I was definitely doing some kind of avoidance there, and he called me out. I'm so blessed to be surrounded by people who will call me out They won't judge, but they will let me know when I'm being a little irrational. And so he said, Shy, I know you're probably anxious because I know how you are when it comes to Parker, but I definitely think we should go. And another parent, she made a really good point. She said, well, Shy, how do you expect her to learn if you don't take her around neurotypical children? And she's absolutely right, because it's me getting out of my comfort zone that I'm uncomfortable with. And it's not Parker, because she can care less, but it's just me. And so she's absolutely right. I have to branch out and I have to expose her to more, and that's something that I'm working on myself with. And it's something that I really hate about myself. I really do. I hate that I'm just crazy overprotective of her. But we went, and I'm glad we went. She had a great time. I was really anxious the day of because she was in some type of mood, and I was just like, I'm going to take my coworker and I'm telling her we're not coming, because I'm just going to be honest with her and say, Parker's just in a mood. We cannot come. And my husband was like, no, let's just go. So it was about a 45-minute drive, and even on the way there, I can tell she was getting a little sleepy, and she was getting a little moody. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is not going to be good. She's going to get there. And my husband's like, Shot, it'll be fine. So we got there, and my coworker had the cutest little princess truck that she rented out there, where the girls can get on there and they can get makeup done, and it's like a little party out in the house, in the front of the house, just for the girls. And so I took her up on the bus, and I'm getting ready to sit down. Like, you know, I know there's no other parents, but I'm gonna sit down. And they had people on there working the bus doing the kids' makeup. And so my coworker calls out to me from off the bus, and she's like, Shy, leave her. It'll be fine. The kids are there. Let them have fun. And instantly, I just started having heart palpitation. I was like, leave her. Oh my God, I don't know. But my husband, you know, he gave me a look, and he was like, Shy, get off the bus. And so I did. And she really did have fun, because of course, I'm that parent that teachers probably hate. I'm stalking the classroom. I'm stalking the playground. I can't help it. I'm working on it, guys. I really am. But I am that parent that will just make your life miserable if you're a teacher. So I'm stalking the bus, looking around, and I noticed that I'm really overreacting. I'm overreacting. She's having fun. And really, there was nothing to be worried about. They're all her age, and they were grown-ups on the bus. And I'm happy I went. I'm happy I pushed through. I'm happy my husband called me out and told me. I'm happy my coworker called me out, because even I told her, I said, yeah, but Parker doesn't have a dress. And she said, well, my little girl has plenty of dresses. Why don't you just get one of hers? And so she was not letting me get out of going. And I'm happy she didn't, because it was out of fear. And we can't move in fear. We can't be worried about how somebody will treat our child, and we can't be worried about roadblocks, because we got to get through those things. This is life. And I would rather her learn how to get through it with me being there to help than her get out in the world and not know how to manage, because it's going to be things. It is, especially with Parker having autism, and we will just learn how to navigate them. And I know a lot of this comes from just history of things. I've had people say some horrible things, especially in the healthcare system. I've literally had a physician ask me why my daughter was acting like a psycho, like in those exact words. So I have instantly developed tough skin, and I've developed the, take no prisoners approach. So that is a sure way to bring the mama bear out of me, is mess with my baby. And I can't be there for everything. And so I have to learn to let go. And I'm working on that. I'm truly working on that. I think about where I am today versus where I was. I remember the first time somebody pointed out Parker was different and it could be a problem, and it stuck with me for a long time. And even to this day, I hate talking about it because it's such a sore topic. But I decided to put Parker in the ballet one year, and people were telling me it was a beginner course. It was like from 2 to 3 ages. She was 3. This was before she was diagnosed with autism. We knew she had a speech impairment. We knew this. But when I took her, She walked in and she was so excited to be there. I was nervous because I thought the speech impairment might hinder some things, but it didn't. She went in, she had fun, and she had a great time. But when she came out, the teacher, a young girl, proceeded to tell me that my daughter wasn't responding appropriately and she could be a problem and a distraction. And I got mad because I noticed that she had gave all of the other little girls a dum-dums and not Parker. And before I could even think, I just took Parker and got in the car, and before I could even pull off good, I just started bawling. I mean, I'm telling you, I was just crying. Like, I was crying so hard, I had to pull over because I was gonna wreck. And I didn't want to call my husband because I didn't want to bother him at work and get him all upset. So I called her godmother, and at the time we hadn't talked in a while because she had just had a baby. So I was really calling to get my mind off of it and see how her new baby was doing. And instantly just broke out into tears. I instantly just started crying and bawling. And even without knowing at that time that she had autism, I knew she had a speech impairment. And I was just thinking to myself, because this is when all the therapies were really starting to get heavy. And we found out she had sensory processing disorder. And I just remember telling her godmother, I said, it just hurts because this is what she's going to have to deal with for the rest of her life. She's going to be judged before people even know her for the rest of her life based on a disability like she can't speak well. And with therapy, I'm sure she'll get there, but and then it hit home even more when I found out she had autism. Because in my head, I'm thinking, okay, she has a speech impairment. Now she's labeled with autism. And the rest of her life, she's going to be judged based on autism and what she cannot do. And they're not going to see what she can do. And it just broke me down. It really did. But you know what? Maybe she will. If she does. But if she does, we're going to be ready for it. And I'm going to teach her how to get through those obstacles. And so I am working on myself with that. I'm getting out of my comfort zone, and I am pushing the envelope. I am doing what I need to do as a mother to make sure that she knows that we don't stop because we have little roadblocks. Because unfortunately, to this day, I regret that I didn't put her back in ballet because I was so hurt. And that is not what I want her to learn in life, that we stop at roadblocks. So yeah, maybe she will be judged before people know. People maybe will know she has autism and they may judge her. And maybe she will be judged because she can't speak that well. But you know what? I'm going to prepare her for that. And I'm going to even prepare myself for that because it's a constant battle and I'm always working on it. And I refuse to just lay down and just and not prepare her. So I'm super excited, and I'm sure this is something that I'm still working on, and I'm sure I'm going to talk about it again. But yeah, so if you're that person like me, we got to get out of that. We cannot just put our kids in a bottle or a bubble and just hide them from the world, as much as tempting that is. We just can't, because we would be really, really, really not preparing them for life, because unfortunately one day I'm not going to be here, and I want Parker to be prepared with or without me. So not too long, but I really appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you so much. I have received so much love and support from you guys, and it really means so much that you guys are reaching out. If I don't respond right away to emails, just give me time. I'm really bad about checking it, but I will. And thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.